What's up guys, it's Eric from B-Side. Today we have here our brand new DSP amplifier, and we are very excited to install it on the very first vehicle in the US, which is going to be on the Subaru BRZ. The same amplifier is also compatible with the GR86. In addition to that, we're going to be releasing it for other vehicle models. What makes this product very special is that it is tuned specifically for that vehicle and the driver's seat in mind. So depending on the vehicle trim, although the hardware is going to be the same, it's all about the software and the tuning that we put in the time and effort to make. So our sound engineer actually takes full 3 days to tune it for that vehicle. And the installation for this vehicle is super easy. Just like our other power amplifier, it's a plug and play install behind the radio. It takes the power from the head unit to power it up, so you don't have to route a separate cable through the firewall and to the battery. So yeah, let me show you what is inside. So in this nicely packaged, got here's our instruction manual. Everything's in Japanese, but we're gonna have one for English. And here is our DSP amp, and also our plug and play harness with some installation hardware. All right, so one function that I wanna show you guys that this amplifier has, which make it even more special, that we're not going to be using on this BRZ, is it has these separate sub outputs. So it's very easy to add subwoofers to this amplifier. And if you want to add additional speakers, you can also do so with these additional low-level RCA outputs, as you can see over here. So very cool and very versatile, and you can actually build this system using this DSP amplifier. All right, well, that just a really quick introduction on this new DSP amplifier. Let's not waste any time. Let's get in the vehicle. Let's install it, and let's show you the difference between the factory radio, the PA2 power amplifier, and the DSP amp. So we'll show you the difference it makes on every single one. All right, guys, so now that we're in the car, what we want to do is remove the panels, get behind the radio, and also up here behind this glove box. So we're gonna see if there's any room up here. If there isn't, we're gonna have to find a different place to mount our DSP amplifier. So let me go ahead and take apart some panels. First, drop the glove box and remove this piece right above it. This will just pull out. Panel removal tool, just pop that out. Okay, once that is out, and we're going to use a Phillips screwdriver. We're going to unscrew this and pop this out. Like so. All right, let's go ahead and pull this out. You can use assistance of a panel removal tool. Make it a little bit easier for you. All right. And this car does already have the old amplifier, so we're going to go ahead and switch it out to the newer DSP. And I'll let you guys listen on to the differences between all those. Factory, this, and the DSP. All right, guys, so this is the DSP amplifier, and it's a bit bigger than our other power amplifier, the PA2 series. The PA2 series could fit here right above the glove box, but this one can't. So instead, we're gonna go ahead and mount this under the seat. Okay, so we're gonna do that later. Before we do that, let's go ahead and remove the radio. So next thing we wanna do is remove this vent up here. This is all just being held by clips as well. There's a panel removal tool if you like. Let's go ahead and just pull it out. Okay, and then while you're doing this, you will also need to pull on this panel piece right under the cluster. All right. Okay, I'll go ahead and pull it out like so. All right, so this will expose our 10mm bolts that we remove. 1, 2, 3, and we got another one on this side, 4. So let's go ahead and remove those. So these are 10mm bolts. You can use a wrench. We're gonna use a power tool. So all that is out. Grab a thick towel and just put it around here. Make sure, be very careful not to scratch your interior because the brackets are very sharp. So let's be very careful. Go ahead and just pull this out. Okay. And then just set it forward like so. And once you get behind here, the connectors that we're going to be working on, it's going to be all the way on the bottom here, just these right here. Okay. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and just disconnect our PA2 power amplifier. Just disconnect the plug and play connector. And just disconnect these two connectors on top just so I have more room. Okay, so I disconnected our old connectors from our PA2 amplifier. So we only have these two factory connectors here that originally into the radio. It's for the speaker, it's for the power. And we're just gonna daisy chain this to our new harness, the DSP harness. Install plug and play. And we use these OEM constructed high quality connectors. Okay, so for these small connectors that I removed to create more space, the release tab is on the bottom. You're not gonna see it, so you have to squeeze on the bottom to remove, okay? Okay. So, let me go ahead and connect this to our amp. Let me just go ahead and just test to make sure everything's working. See you on my Instagram. I'll be rocking it like it's fresh. All right, guys, so everything seems like everything's functioning as it should. Let me go ahead and route this cable for the DSP amp. I'm gonna go ahead and route it down here to the passenger side, and then we're gonna go loop around under the seat. So let me go ahead and do that now. All right, so we went ahead and we were able to push this this cable down. So if you look behind your radio, you'll find a bracket. You have to go to the right of that bracket. On the right of the bracket, there's another bracket to the right of it. So right between the two brackets, it's gonna be an area, like a little void. And you could push down the cable here and it'll come out right here. Just use your right hand to catch it, or you can use a clothes hanger or some sort of a wire and then push it up and tie it and pull it down. And basically, you could just tuck this in behind this passenger side. You'll loop this around here to under the seat. This one has some aftermarket bucket seats, which sits lower than the factory seat. So it's a little bit more difficult, but still possible. And then I'm gonna plug it here. And how this is mounted is probably going to be different than how yours is mounted. So for this one, we're probably going to just wrap this in some foam tape and some double-sided tape, and we are going to set it under the seat. All right, and after we do that, you just reverse order everything we did, and that will complete the installation. All right, guys, so we went ahead and finished installing it. We even added a switcher on here. So we actually have both of our amplifiers. The PA amplifier, we have our DSP under the seat. And we also created a little switcher here that switches between the factory, the PA2, and the DSP. So we'll go ahead and show you the comparison. And we downloaded some files, plugged it into USB. So we'll start off with just the factory spec. Alright guys, well that concludes our installation, demonstration, and our comparison between the factory radio, the power amplifier, and also our DSP amplifier. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't yet, help our channel by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you very much for watching.